Hello and welcome to episode 33 of the Digital Quill Podcast. I'm your host, Mars Wilson. Today I have with me my continuous co-host, who's also a guest co-host. I haven't quite fitted the term for that yet. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the crowd again.
Whatever it is, here I am, and I am Nathan. How's it going, y'all? Welcome to the Digital Quill Media Podcast. Intro music, yeah. Someday.
You know, I might be able to use your talents and skills for something like that.
Potentially. Have to do a lot of setup of things. If they're...
Flyaway hairs.
You're being attacked?
By my flyaway hairs, yes.
Same. I batted away so much fuzz that's probably just gonna pop right back out.
Hair fuzz. Anyway, why are we here today, guys? Well, today is a bit of a two-parter. Today's an introduction to interesting people, a segment that my co-host here wanted to actually start with all of us. It's gonna be a series, probably not like a certain number of part series, because there's an endless assortment of inspiring people.
Yep, that is the topic. People that inspire us. And I kind of, wanted to take like a focus and mention certain ones, like certain people, and just kind of give them, their due or why they inspire us or this and that and here and there. And it's a series, but also not, because we can do however many that we want of it. We can keep going and keep finding inspiration in others.
Indeed. Inspiring people. It's kind of something we've always done as a species. Inspiring each other to leave the caves and seek new lands. Inspiring each other to, create good things. I'm going to try to leave out the bad things we've inspired each other to do, because truthfully, maybe we can get rid of those.
Bad influences. But ideally,
I see one on the table right now.
Oh. We don't talk about that. It's discontinued, don't worry.
Who influenced you?
So many things. But
Bad
we're not going to
influences.
talk about the bad influences. We want to focus on the good.
So who influenced you?
Badly or goodly?
We're not talking about the bad ones, are we?
No.
So who influenced you?
Well, there's a main one that I've been wanting to talk about, just because it took me a long time to realize why it's so inspiring and what this person actually means to me and all this and that. And I guess we could just say names of start going off of ideas. But the main one being that I wanted to talk about was Jason David Frank, who was an actor, if you did not know, small-time TV, sort of, some movies, for Power Rangers, the Green Ranger and White Ranger, red, black. Return, the Power Ranger. But besides that, he was just like a super cool, fan-dedicated guy, and was always like putting it out there for all of his fans and this and that. And besides just coming back to what his fans liked and wanted, he also did a lot of projects with them, and also did a lot for karate. He was like this 7th or 8th degree black belt or whatever, doing it since he was 4, own karate schools at 18, blah, blah, blah. So much neat stuff, and what it meant and what they put out there back in the day, too. Like, there's a lot you can focus on. I want to kind of break it all down and be like, okay, there's...
Different themes and different formats of different ways that...
There's a lot of layers to it, I think. And not necessarily everything's going to be as layered, of course, because not everyone is such a big influence, but little influences or main influences or current influences even. What is inspiring? Who is inspiring you to either be better or has helped you along the way with all sorts of things? Could be anything. A way of thinking, a way of career choice, or way of just being. I don't know. positive influence on your own character, you know. I have many ideas.
While we may not be talking about bad influences and bad things, we can actually touch on things that could have been bad but influenced us to be better. There's actually a TV show that my roommate once explained to me is stuff you don't want to do. And Always Sunny is people you do not want to be like. They are quite inspiring to not be like them.
Frank is so inspirational in the worst way.
I really wanted to, like, you know, girl team with, what was her name? I am blanking on everyone in that show minus Frank, because he's kind of hard to forget. Danny DeVito plays Frank, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The legend.
What?
Absolute legend.
Was the sister's name? Started with a C? Or a D? Was it Debbie?
I forget now.
It wasn't Debbie. That was from the 70s show, I think.
Sadly, it's been way too long since I've watched Sunny.
Apparently, it's still airing.
I can believe that. A lot of good shows get just reran all the time, but I don't watch the old TVs no more, sadly, because it's all not the way it used to be.
Oh.
Back in my day.
Okay, Grandpa.
You know how it be. It's not such an event anymore. And the things you get from TV, because I don't even want to talk about just people, because I mean, if you want to talk about shows and what not to do.
Isn't TV how you found Jason?
Oh yeah, because of Power Rangers as a child of the 90s. It came out in 93, and I think I was watching it since then, and I would have been 3 or 4. So
what do you think?
Core memories and morals and character kind of stuff.
What do you think the biggest takeaway that you want people to get from your influence under Jason?
A funny thing about it is that there's a lot of people who couldn't see that influence, or just didn't see the hype and all that, or just like thought it was like overhype or whatever, that kind of thing.
Explain.
The fan base is very weird. It can be very split, especially depending on what age a lot of these people were in the fan base and when they started. Some could have missed his entire time on the show and grown up on how it was afterwards, because it went on for 30 years.
Honestly, there are fan bases that are divided like that in places I know.
Mm-hmm.
There is a divide in the MLP fan base when it comes to certain things. A really strange and kind of odd vibe, but we'll cover those another day.
That could be one of those shows that are also kind of influential. That's got a lot of good traits and inspirations and morality.
Life lessons that I think every human should have, because I know we get annoyed sometimes with the idea of the power of friendship in movies and TV, but it's the way it's done. It's not that it's about the power of friendship. It's the fact that it's in your face, and it's not just the underlying current of what naturally is. Because guess what? What's the general theme of the Digital Quill and myself and what I do? It takes a village, people working together, connecting, communicating, growing.
And certain things can hit us in certain ways that make us want to be like that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things that, go into who make us us.
Before I get into a couple of the just introductory, inspiring people today, I mean, actually, I see. I've already started. I was already ahead of myself. Imagine that. You are inspiring to me. I've known you almost a decade of my life, and you're inspiring to me. I've seen you go through trials and tribulations. I've seen you at the lowest of yourself, and I've seen you start climbing again. So you being human, my friend, you inspire me.
I appreciate that so much, and I appreciate you, and you inspire me, because look at all that you do here and out there.
It's not that much.
I think it is. I think it's cool. Look at all this and that and this and that. Check out all of the Digital Quill.
I could be doing so much more.
There's so much out there and so much more to come. The first book will be the book. Well, you've mentioned, other projects here and there. Up in the old brain crockpot stewing.
Speaking of projects,
Mm-hmm.
the other person that I want to mention today that's just as influential is another person who I've known probably about a decade, give or take. When was 2014? Or 15?
10 years ago.
Okay,
That's old. A decade.
Anyway.
In case y'all didn't know what that was.
10 is a decade, yeah. I feel like I've always known that 10 was a decade, but I don't know what they teach in schools anymore, so...
It's true.
They might not teach numbers.
Here's a lesson for y'all who can't write in cursive. A century is 100 years, a millennium is 1,000 years, a dozen is 12, and a baker's dozen is 13.
Why is is it a baker's dozen because the baker eats the last cookie? Is that why it's called a baker's dozen?
Wouldn't that mean that a dozen is a baker's dozen because he ate the 13th one?
I don't know. Why is there a 13th cookie?
I don't know. I maybe just the baker's nice. He's just like, here's an extra I made just cause. We had an uneven amount. You get an extra. It's that homie hookup baker.
So I've been a arguably bad friend because I've been a forgetful friend. I don't know if being a forgetful friend is being a bad friend, but I consider it being a bad friend on my end. If you're forgetful, it's fine, I understand. But if I'm forgetful, it's the end of the fucking world. Tiffany, my sweet, beautiful friend, I've known pretty much a decade. You were my very first friend in my photography class that I can actually remember being friend to me because, well, one, you stuck around, so my long-term memory remembers you. That's a bonus because I don't know what processes from my short to my long sometimes, and if you are neurospicy on any level, you get my pain, I hope.
If you're a core memory person, you must be important.
And right now, you've been going through some stuff, and I know I've been sharing the GoFundMe link in my description links on the podcast and kind of sharing it here and there on my social medias, but I want to take this moment to actually listen or have my viewers listen to this because truthfully, I feel like today's a good way to remember that she inspires me because of the inspiring subject you came up with. And then just, I've been meaning to talk about this because, as I said, you inspire me. You were my first friend. Like, you gave me friendship. You gave me love. You gave me consistency where I haven't had a lot of that with people. So thank you. You've seen me on my bad days and my good days. You were there for me when my Amber had to be put to sleep. So I will always, always remember and appreciate you for that. Your husband, who I also love as a dear friend, I love your entire family. I've met your mom, your dad, your two wonderful kids. I've met your sisters and a couple of your friends, I think, that you also consider family. And, my heart hurts for you guys and what you're going through right now. I know Will's surgery is coming up because of his brain tumor, and I know that you guys have been sharing the GoFundMe around to kind of try to acquire funds because he is the main income for you right now. And when he does go through this, you guys lose that main income, and you don't have a lot of safety nets, as a lot of us don't. So our village, our community needs to come together and either share the ever-living dog poo out of the GoFundMe or donate whatever amount they can, or heck, offer to pitch in. Free childcare. If you have kids yourself and you're in her area, please go reach out and help her, because it takes a village on all things. It takes a village to raise kids. It takes a village to help each other out. It takes a village to survive and thrive and live. That link is going to be in the description yet again, and I'm going to be sharing that link forever until it is no longer available for me to share. Please do something with it. I don't know how else to reiterate that, because we're all going through something or another, and just a second or two of our times a day to acknowledge the other person in our life or other people or what people are going through could mean so much to everybody. So
that's very true. And it does take a village, because once everyone pitches in even just a little bit, then it's, it gets done a lot quicker, a lot more efficient. It's not all on just, one or a few people. If everyone helps out.
The Japanese people have a few different sayings, and one of those sayings, I forget what the actual name is. It's like a certain practice, a certain principle. Putting in 0.1% is better than putting in no percent at all every day. Put in what you can.
Absolutely true.
If all you can do right now is share people's stuff and not be monetarily contributing, that's fine. Please do that.
Just share it. Post it.
Talk
Be
about
like,
it.
Hey, I heard about this. I can't help but, hey, maybe you know someone who can. Just, try it. Why not? Reach out.
Takes a village, and people need people. It doesn't matter who you are. We need each other to be better versions of ourselves. So, inspiring people. Tiffany, if you listen to my podcast at all, I'm not sure if you do. I'm going to message you later anyway. I love you. You're beautiful. I love your family. I love you. Please, please keep your chin up, beautiful. We will get through this together, I promise. I don't know what it's going to look like at the end of this, but I'm going to be here as best as I can. And my friends and my community will be here for you as best as we can, too.
Absolutely. Best wishes.
You'll be in my thoughts and my prayers, of course. Moving on to more happy matters, I suppose, because I feel like we've covered the introduction part of the series you want to cover.
Oh, yeah. Did you want to give any more teasers from any more people that you might want to do a piece on? Or you just want to wait and see? Are they solid ideas?
I can't acknowledge the people that I just acknowledged without also acknowledging the viewers that listen to this. The people who find this.
That's true.
You guys inspire me in ways as well.
The community reach out. Some cool freaking people out there that have been showcased and talked about.
People that have left comments on the YouTube, and people that have messaged me on Discord and in other various places, showcasing their own support for what I'm doing. You guys inspire me. And I feel like on some level that could come off as just a thing to say, but like, really, I would not be doing these episodes every week if it wasn't for the fact that I feel your guys' presence. Like, this is scary. Getting in front of a camera and speaking, especially about things that are super duper personal or opinions that could probably get me shot at.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not, but could. Could, if I met the wrong person at the wrong time.
With the wrong mindset.
Indeed. But you guys inspire me to keep going, because your messaging, your commenting, your reaching out is all the more fuel I need to know that what I'm doing, what I'm trying to do, and what I want to do when it comes to connecting and communicating and growing alongside other people, I'm doing it. Somehow. I don't know how effective it is, but it seems like it's effective, and thank you. Thank every single one of you who listens to this show. Thank you for everything, and thank you for inspiring me to keep going, because I know I tell you guys all the time to keep going, and sometimes I don't really have people telling me to keep going, because I don't like taking that on. I don't really like listening to advice much, if you guys haven't noticed. But the words don't matter so much as your actions. So thank you.
You guys are awesome. And we appreciate hearing anything and everything that you guys have on your minds.
Do you guys have any inspiring people in your life? Are there any influential people who you would like to talk about on a show in the future when we do another episode of this?
Absolutely. Friends, families, personal stories, media influences, anything. Anything that keeps you going and keeps you motivated and staying positive and driving towards whatever you want to drive towards.
Driving toward your version of peace, love, and harmony, or I suppose unity. Wow, actually thinking of that out loud, it reminded me, I want to go to a rave. I don't do music festivals or concerts anymore, but that is the last thing I want to do is go to a rave because I want to plur. I think it's this. Let me see your hand. Plur is this. It's peace, love, respect, or unity, and then respect, I think. It's meow, 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 and meow, and then you exchange candies.
Aha.
I think that's how it goes, but I love that because plur, peace, love, unity, respect. That's like the 4 fundamentals, the 4 horsemen of human condition, of positive human condition. As above, so below, am I right?
I'm still lost, but I'm down. I've never
look
been
it up
to
on
a
your phone
rave.
right now. You have a rectangle device. You can look up the meaning of plur.
The nightmare rectangle is not to be trifled with.
What are you saying, sir?
What am I looking up now?
Rave, plur, meaning. Just those 3 words. I don't know what you'll get. Oh, aha.
Peace, love, unity, and respect. Called it.
In rave culture, plur stands for peace, love, unity, and respect. It's a set of ideals and a philosophy embraced by many in the electronic dance music scene. Promoting a positive and inclusive environment, plur is often seen as a way of life or a code of conduct for ravers, encouraging kindness, acceptance, and a sense of community. Honestly, I want to take a page out of, like, the ravers, like... Yes, plur is not just a concept. It's often embodied through actions like trading candy as tokens of friendship and showing care and support for fellow ravers. I want to plur! Who wants to take me to go plur? Let's go plur.
Well, I've never been, so let's go.
Future Digital Quill family event. We just meet a bunch of people at the gate and we all...
Who would sign up for a rave out there? Y'all want to go some raves? Let's go.
We could even, like, find a way to, like, get, like, an Airbnb. If we go to, like, an EDC one, like...
What's a good one? What would be a good spot to go to this?
Like, what if
Y'all
we
got
get,
any
like,
ideas?
5 people with adult money, not, like, money, but money, you know, that we could use to spend on concerts and Airbnb. Like, what if we split an Airbnb, like, 4 or 5 ways?
Y'all, we could make this happen. I think we got an idea here going. I'm down. Are y'all down?
Inspiring, plurring, raving, eventing, connecting, communicating, candy. There's candy.
Wait,
not like candy.
That one.
Come here.
Ah.
Peace,
Yes.
love,
Yes.
unity, and respect. And then we trade candy.
I dig it. Plus, I'm sure there's really good music there, too, yeah? Ideally?
Yes.
Good. I'm down for EDM.
I'm almost offended you had to ask that.
I'm just saying. That's also the point. The music. I like music.
For me, the point is the experience. Because life is an experiment and experience.
This is true. And what is life without experience and experiments in experience?
Music, my brain's gonna forget. Or it's gonna listen to all of the 300 different music tabs I have going on at once in my head, which I don't know how I'm not insane clinically yet. I might actually be clinically insane.
So are a lot of people.
You have to be. We're all mad here. Didn't you know?
I might have heard.
I'm late for a very important date.
And on that note,
would you rather...
How many more rabbit holes can we fall down? Oh.
Would you rather...
Oh, no.
keep talking about whatever the heck we're talking about, falling into rabbit hole after rabbit hole, or...
There was another one, wasn't there?
Play Would You Rather.
Well, we did do that, and we could make that a series. Ooh, guess Would You Rather. And we could prepare a lot more Would You Rather questions. Could get amusing.
What if Would You Rather ends up becoming like the super secret, like, prank scenario that I do? Because I have to admit, on the subject of inspiring people, I'm not going to go hard into it, but Eric Andre is a bit of humor inspiration for me, because the things that he can do with his show and get away with and feel okay doing, I think he feels okay doing some of this stuff, because it seems like it. Anyway.
They signed off on it, and I think there were a couple people who were mad, and I don't know if they aired or not or did or what, but I don't know. I'm just like, y'all sign off for it?
I'm no Eric Andre. Fault. I'm a little tamer than that, but I do like having fun, and I do like pranks and jokes, and honestly, I haven't had a lot of pranks done to me, so an idea for April 1st next year, prank me.
Got it. I shall be the April Fool.
I was
coming
this year.
Coming to prank you all.
I don't know if you listened to the April Fool's episode, the Big Titty Gothcore episode.
Did I? Was that you? Or wasn't that a different podcast? I don't know. I think that was a whole different other show.
Yeah, it was the Big Titty Gothcore. Core?
Is that another part of the Digital Quill family?
I have no idea who they are.
It's probably owned by Universal or Sony or something. Who knows?
It's owned by Hot Topic. It's owned by Hot Topic. Your turn.
Makes sense.
Would you rather me?
Would you rather keep talking about more random nonsense, or wrap up the show because we have nothing else to talk about except random nonsense?
I don't know if you've been here, but a lot of my shows are random nonsense. And most of my Facebook posts and Twitter posts and TikTok posts, oh my god, my TikTok posts, all of those are random nonsense. Bo Burnham says it best. Content. We need to create content. Content.
I want everyone to return to nature. We need to go back to our ancestral ways amongst the plants and the dirt and restore our natural energy to balance our minds and let go of societal onslaught of insanity. There appears to be a beast on the show. Are we being attacked? Is this a Digital Quill emergency? Help!
You know,
help!
I might need
help
to
me.
Start using
help
it.
Me.
Is this a Digital Quill emergency?
Help me!
Anytime I'm having a crisis. This is a Digital Quill emergency. I am having a crisis. And no, we're not being attacked.
You need like an alarm button to we'll get sound effects and a soundboard, you know, be one of those podcasts.
It can be in any kind of podcast. This is a universal jack of all trades, renaissanceical. That's a new word. I'm coining it. It's not mine. If it's not already a word, quick look that up.
Y'all hear that? That means we're getting a soundboard. Let's go.
I didn't say we were getting a soundboard. I said it's possible.
You said we could.
I said it's possible. I said it, and anything can do.
It's possible.
Maybe I did confirm.
Soundboard.
I don't know. It's on your budget.
Soundboard is possible. It is possible.
It's your budget. Your idea, your budget.
Soundboard. I will be so easily amused. I'm sorry. I'm going to just annoy every button, pushing every button all at once. I like buttons.
All right, question for you.
I don't have any buttons to push though, except
There's a button. There's a button right here.
indeed. This hat's shaped weird sometimes.
Huh?
This hat's shaped weird sometimes. Like I got a cone head from the side. If it's like,
Coneheads is a good movie.
here we go. There's the cone head.
How did they make the special effects in Coneheads?
World's largest bald caps.
Well, I feel like that's our show for today because I'm antsy and bored of myself.
I'm not. This is very amusing.
Well, become bored.
We're just
gonna
swimming
wave a wand at
downstream
you.
here. We're just going along this river here. Oh, man,
It worked.
so boring.
Holy crap, it worked. Magic powers. Wait. You will turn into a frog.
That hurt. You just bonked me. You bonked my skull. It might be cracked.
You didn't turn into a frog, but you are complaining, and frogs usually complain. So...
Still magic. Still magic. Counts.
A
Counts.
form of magic. Did it actually hurt? Are you okay?
I've got the headgear. This hat is thicker
That's
than it
not
looks.
that was a yes or no question. Yes.
I'm
or
okay.
No.
We are all okay. We are going to be okay.
You guys caught on camera that I abused my co-host. If you guys want to help him file some retribution claims, by all means.
May or may not have to seek legal advice in the future. Wait, did I just lose all rights to that because this is your show?
I don't know. Probably not.
I guess it's my show. You
I mean,
have
I
no
don't
rights
have
now.
any like terms and conditions.
That's true.
Also,
Fine
the
print is
inspiring
annoying.
people part is your show, by the way.
It's true. So
Because it like branches off the human condition and the humans of the world thing that I've wanted to do in the past, kind of, sort of have.
This is indeed a capturing of that moment, and a capturing of the fact that you can't sue me now. So, everyone,
Thinking.
do your deep breathing, your deep thinking. I know we've had the breathing exercises on here before. It's always a good reminder.
Lead us on breathing this time as we wind up or wind down.
So you always do the square breathing, right?
Mhm.
I always just do as long as you can inhale until you feel that turnaround point, and then exhale as slow as you can till there's almost as nothing left, because you can't quite empty your lungs fully. It's annoying. We're not set up for it. Birds are, in case you didn't know, but we can't. So you just go and go and go before you start choking on it, and then turn it around.
Is there just always a little bubble of air in your lung no matter what? What happens when that pops? Is that what happens when you have a collapsed lung? Interesting. Different perspective acquired. Sorry. You can hit me back with a pencil, just so you're not the only one maimed by pencil.
The longer and deeper and slower your breaths, you can do in through the nose, out through the mouth. Doesn't truly matter. In through the nose, out through the mouth really helps a little bit more rather than what I was doing for sound effect. But you can slow your heart rate and regulate your blood flow and get all of the air out of your lungs that you can, and get as much air new in as you can. Oh, I love deep breathing. Let's keep going. All right.
Have you seen different breathing technique videos on how breathing can heal a lot of things?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of different patterns and start and stops, and I like the square breathing thing because I think they use that in like the Marines to go to sleep quicker or something. Like it's one of those. Like there's a cheater method to just falling asleep anywhere with breathing.
I have insomnia. How do you think I fall asleep so quickly within 10 minutes? Breathing.
Yep.
And also, shutting your eyes really tight, even though it's like not necessarily good for you, helps.
It kind of hurts a little, but it kind of does make you tired.
What do you want more? To fall asleep or the pain in your eyes?
Sometimes to go to sleep. Yep.
Well, thank you for tuning in today. This is episode 33, the first sort of kind of episode of the Inspiring People series.
It is an intro, and it is a shout out to all of you and to our friend Tiffany, and again to all of you.
And to the people we've met along the way.
For sure.
Thank you guys again. You don't need to do all the other stuff, but feel free to. Just your presence here just your presence here today was enough. Keep going always. Remember your breathing exercises, especially with the ones from our wonderful breathing guide here. And we will see you next time.
Have a good day, everyone. I hit the microphone.
I'm not the only one. Good.